Hello everyone, myself Devesh Kumar on the behalf of University Polytechnic. Again, welcomes to all of you. I am here to teach you a subject applied mathematics first with the subject code MATD 1002. Our today's topic is determinant of matrix from very first unit of the subject applied mathematics first, and the name of unit is algebra. Before starting our today's topic, that is determinant of matrix, we should know about the rows and columns of matrix, about the matrix, type of matrices, algebra of matrices like addition of matrix, subtraction of matrix, and multiplication of matrix, and also know about the elementary transformations and what are the application of elementary transformations. In today's lecture, we will understand about the determinant. That is, we will learn what is the determinant of a matrix and also formula or method to find the determinant of matrix of order 1, 2 and 3. Properties of determinant of matrix and how to apply properties of determinant to find a determinant of matrix, and in the last about the application of determinant of matrix. Now discuss our today's topic in mathematical terminology, and our today's topic is determinant. As we know, every square matrix associated with a unique number, and this number is real or complex, is known as the determinant of square matrix. Here consider a square matrix A with the element Aij, and this square matrix can be associated with a number, and this number is known as determinant of square matrix. The number Aij is ijth element of matrix A. This may be thought of as a function which associates each square matrix with a unique number. Let's if M is the set of square matrices and K is the set of numbers, either real or complex, then we can define a function from M to K as f of A equal to K, where K is unique number from the set of numbers, that is capital K. This fa is called the determinant of matrix A from the set capital M, and it is denoted by determinant of A or triangle symbol, or written in side two vertical lines. If A equal to A11, A12, A21, A22, here A11 indicate the position of this element, and the position of this element is first row and first column, and so on. Then the determinant of A is written as determinant of A equal to A11 multiplied with A22 minus A12 multiplied by A21, and denoted by determinant of A, and this value is a unique number. So by the definition, every square matrix associated with a unique number, this unique number is known as determinant of A. Some remarks as first, for the matrix A, this is read as the determinant of A, not the absolute value of A or modulus of A. Second, only square matrices have the determinants. That means a matrix of order 1 cross 1, 2 cross 2 and so on have the determinant, not non-square matrices. Determinant of matrix of order 1. Let A equal to the matrix of order 1 with the element small a. With the matrix of order 1. Then the determinant of A is defined to be equal to A. That means the determinant of matrix of order 1 is equal to its the element. For example, if A equal to matrix with the element 2, then the determinant of A is 2. Or a matrix A of order 1 is minus 3, so the determinant of A is minus 3. Now, how to find the determinant of matrix of order 2? For this, let A equal to A11, A12, A22, A21, A22 be a matrix of order 2 cross 2. Then, the determinant of A is defined as determinant of A or written inside two vertical lines or denoted by triangle symbol equal to A11 multiplied by A22. This arrows means A11 times A22 minus A12 times A21, and this is a unique number known as the determinant of matrix of order 2. Now discuss some examples. Example 1 is evaluate A equal to determinant of 2, minus 1, 6, 5. This is the determinant, not the matrix. So we have determinant of A is equal to multiplied 2 by 5 minus 6 by minus 1. So 2 into 5 is 10, minus into minus is plus, 1 into 6 is 6. So 10 plus 6. After addition we get 16. This is a unique number. So the determinant of A is 16. This is the process to find the determinant of matrix of order 2. One more example. Evaluate A equal to this. As we know, determinant of A is equal to x multiplied with x minus x plus 1 multiplied with x minus 1, like this. After multiplication or simplification we get x square minus open bracket x square minus 1 bracket close. So x square minus x square plus 1. After simplification we get 1, and this is a unique number. So this number is known as the determinant of A. Now we write the formula to find determinant of matrix of 3 cross 3. Consider A is the determinant of matrix of order 3 cross 3 whose elements row wise are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now write the formula to finding the determinant of a matrix of order 3. As we know, this matrix of order 3 cross 3 having 3 different row and 3 different columns. So there are 3 different ways to expanding a determinant of order 3 corresponding to each 3 rows, that is R1, R2 and R3, and 3 columns, that is C1, C2, C3. Now we will discuss how to write the formula to finding the determinant of matrix of order 3 cross 3. For this, consider a determinant of 3 cross 3 and expand this determinant along the first row, that is R1. So we write here the formula how to expand this determinant along the first row. The first element of the first row is A11. So we write here A11. Now multiplied with minus 1 to the power sum of position of this first element of first row. The position of this element is first row and first column. So we write minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1. Now this A11 lies in first row and first column. So delete first row and first column. What is the rest? Rest is A22, A23, A32, A33. Write the determinant of these four elements, which is as. This is the first part of formula. The first row having two more elements A12, A13. In the same manner, we write expression for A12. So we write A12 now multiplied with minus 1 to the power sum of position of A12 element. The position of A12 element is first row and second column. So we write minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2. Now A12 lies in first row and second column. So delete first row and second column and write the determinant of rest elements. Rest elements are A21, A23, A31, A33. So we write the determinant of A21, A23, A31, A33. This is the second part of the formula. In the same manner, we write for A13 and which is like this. After simplification, we see determinant of A is equal to A11, A22, A33 minus A32, A23 and so on. This is known as the formula to finding determinant of a matrix A along the first row. In the same manner, we can expand the determinant of A along other rows or columns, that is about R2, R3 or C1 or C2 or C3. Before evaluating the determinant of matrix, we will keep some points in our mind. The points one is we shall expand the determinant along that row or column which contains maximum number of zeros. That means expand the determinant about that row or that column in which the number of zeros are maximum. And second point, instead of multiplying y minus 1 to the power 1 I plus j, we can multiply y plus 1 or minus 1 according as I plus j even or odd. That means if I plus j is even, then we multiplied by plus 1, and when I plus j is odd, then multiplied by minus 1. These 2 points are very important to find the determinant of matrix. Now discuss with an example, and example is evaluate the determinant this. We see in this determinant the column third having maximum 0 and that is 2. So for easier calculation, we expand this determinant along the column third. Now apply the formula of finding the determinant of matrix of order 3. So first we write the first element of the column 3 and this is 4. So we write here 4 and the position of this element is first row and third column. So 1 plus 3 is even, so we write here plus 1. That is we multiplied 4 with plus 1. Now the element 4 lie in first row and third column. So eliminate first row and third column and write the determinant of rest elements, and rest elements is row wise minus 1 3 4 1. So we write determinant of minus 1 3 4 1. Now write the second term of the column 3. Second element is 0 and the position of this element is second row and third column. So 2 plus 3 is odd. So we write multiplied here minus 1. So we write minus 1. And this 0 is lying in second row and third column. So we delete second row and third column and write the determinant of rest elements. So we write 1 2, 4, 1, and similar process for next element. And after simplification we get 4 into minus 1 minus 12, that is minus 13 multiplied with 4, so value is minus 52, and this is a unique number for this. So this is the determinant of the given problem. Now we will discuss the properties of determinants. With the help of these properties we find easier way the value of determinant. The property 1 is the value of determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. That means if we interchange row and column of a determinant, then the value of determinants is altered. There is no change in the value of determinants. Now verify this property. Find the determinant of this. As we know how to find the determinant of order 2. So the determinant of this is minus 2. Now applying this property we interchange row and column. So we write here 1 3 as a column, write here as a row. So 1 3 is row, 2 4 is a column 2, so we write here as a row 2 4, and find the determinant. We see the value of determinant is again minus 2. It is clear from delta and delta 1 both are equal, so the property 1 is verified. Property 2, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then sign of determinant is changed. That means if we interchange any two row or column of a determinant, then the value of determinants is changed with the sign, not magnitude. That means the value of determinant numerically is equal but change in sign. If first positive value, then applying the property we get the negative value. Discuss with an example. As we know in the previous example, the determinant of this is minus 2. Now interchange any two row or columns. So we interchange row 1 and row 2. That means we write row 1 as row 2 and row 2 as row 1. So we get delta 1 equal to 3 4 1 2, and solving this we get the value of determinant is 2. It is clear from delta and delta 1 the value of delta is minus 2, and after changing the row 1 and row 2 we get the value 2. So numeric value is equal but different with sign. So the property 2 is verified. Property 3 is if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical. That means all corresponding elements are same. Then the value of determinant is 0. Applying this property in this example and find the value of determinant without expanding. Expanding along first row. First we expand this determinant along the first row. We get the value of determinant is 0. And in this determinant we see the R1 and R2 are identical. 3 2 3, 3 2 3. So the value of determinant is 0. Therefore property 3 is verified. Property 4. In each element of a row or a column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, then its value gets multiplied by k. That means if we multiplied by a non-zero number k with any row or column of a determinant, then the value of determinant is also multiplied with the constant k. Discuss with an example. Here the given determinant is this. Now we can write this determinant as 3 write as 3 into 1, 6 write as 3 into 2 and 3 write as 3 into 1. It is clear from the determinant row 1 having the common element 3. So we take common 3 from row 1. So we get delta equal to 3 times determinant of 1 2 1 1 2 1 3 2 3. And by the property 3, there are two rows, that is R1 and R2 are identical, so the value of this determinant is 0. And we see 3 into 0 is 0. Therefore, the value of this determinant is multiplied by the constant 3. Now there are two remarks for the property number 4. The remark first is, we can take out any common factor from any one row or any one column of given determinants. That means in a determinant, if any row or column have a common element, then we can take out the common element from that row or that column. The remark 2 is, the corresponding elements of any two rows or columns of a determinant are proportional in the same ratio, then its value is 0. Means in a determinant, if any row or a column is equal to the some non-zero multiplication of elements of other row or columns, then the value of this determinant is 0. Now move to property number 5. The property number 5 says, if some or all elements of a row or column of a determinants are expressed as sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as the sum of two or more determinants. We explain this property with the help of example. In this example, we can see the first row of this determinant. Every element is written as the sum of two distinct elements, that is 3 plus a, 6 plus b, 3 plus c. So we can write this determinant as the sum of two determinants, one with the first element of the first row and second with the second element of first row. That means we can write this determinant as the sum of two determinants, and first determinant is 3 6 3. This is the first element of the first row. 1 2 1 is the second row, 3 2 3 is the third row, plus a b c from the second element of the first row, 1 2 1 second row, 3 2 3 third row. So this single determinant can be written as sum of two distinct determinants. This is the property number 5. Now property number 6, this is the last property. State that if each element of any row or column of a determinant, the equimultiplies of the corresponding element of other row or column are added, then the value of determinant remains the same. Means the value of determinants remains same if we apply the operation rith equal to ith row plus k times jth row, or ith column is equal to ith column plus k times jth column. Means if we apply the operation in any row or column with added sum multiplied of other row or columns, then the value of determinants is unchanged. With the example, verify property 6 for this. As we know, the determinant of this is minus 2. Now we apply the operation, and operation is second row is equal to R2 minus 3 times R1. That means if we subtract 3 times first row from the second row, then we get the determinant denoted by delta 1 is 1 2 0 minus 2. Now find the value of this determinant. We get again minus 2. So it is clear, without applying any operation we get the value of determinant minus 2, and after applying the property 6 again we get the value of determinant is minus 2. So the both determinants value is equal. So the property 6 is verified, and this is the very important property for finding the determinant. Now summary of today's lecture. In today's lecture we have learned about the determinant and definition of the determinant. That means the definition of determinant is every square matrix can be associated with a unique number, and this unique number is known as determinant of the matrix, and this number is either real or complex. Also study evaluation of determinant of order 2 cross 2 and 3 cross 3, properties of determinants, and evaluation of determinant by using properties of the determinants. In the last, we left to all of you with some practice questions. There are 5 practice questions, and I hope all of you try to solve these questions, and if you face any problem, please ask to me. The questions are: without expanding, prove that this, evaluate, prove that, so that, and so that. So applying the discuss 6 properties of the determinant in these problems and try to solve. Okay, thank you to all of you, and again meet in the next lecture with a new topic. Thank you.